Welcome to my Psychic Connection, and yes, it is time to spill the tea. Let's have a look at the tea leaves and see what is in the coming week ahead for you. So I'm going to turn my teacup over and see what is revealed. Here we go. So let's have a look. And so as I look in the teacup, it's looking a little bit quieter than previous readings I've done, but there is still a bit going on. So I'm going to work my way around, and I'm going to come to the teacup here, the teacup and the saucer. And when I look at this little group of leaves here, it looks like two people who are facing away from one another. This person is looking up and facing away, and this person has their head down and their arms facing away. So one of the things I want you to be aware of during this coming week is when you get together with friends socially and, have a chat over a cuppa or go to some social events, just don't let the little things turn into arguments. Don't let disagreements get in the way of the friendship, because I do see there is potential for that in this coming week. Let's keep moving around the cup. And I want to come down to the dollar sign here. And we can see it coming from the ring, a couple of little tea leaves, and then one at the base of the dollar sign. So I feel like you haven't really been committing to your finances, not really looking at them. And so I feel this is a week where you really need to get those in order. I feel it's doing it little bit by little bit so it doesn't become overwhelming. There is a general sense of overwhelming energy in the world at the moment. And so when it comes to tackling things that perhaps seem too much, like looking after our finances a little more carefully, then make a commitment just to make little changes step by step, and you will find that that will make a difference in your bank account. Moving around a little bit further. Now we have a little pink tea leaf here. And when I look closely at this tea leaf, it looks like a little girl with her hair up in two ponytails, and she's waving and she's looking very, very happy. Then I've got the bat over below the key, and then on the top of the key at the top here, I've got a witch on a broomstick. So what this is saying to me with the key is that look for opportunities this week. If you have children, or you work with children, or you like to be around children, make sure that you're really paying attention to them, because they are looking for your help. They want to interact with you. And the bat is saying focus on the children. Focus on those little people in your lives, whether it be nephews, nieces, kids of friends, your own children. And of course, with Halloween coming up, this is a great time for you to do some stuff together to prepare for Halloween. I feel that with children this week, they need something to uplift them, something to make them like more cheerful, more happy, so that they can start bouncing around. And doing the Halloween fun preparations for trick and treat and all the fun foods, that's a great way to draw your child in, to draw the children in your life in, to do something positive with them. Let's keep moving. And I'm going to come down here to the rose. And this looks like the ground here. And then we've got a tree growing out, and it's a tree that has all its leaves. It's a full-blown tree, and it's sitting between the pipe and the rose. Then sitting on top of the rose, this looks like a bee in flight to me with its stinger. So what I'm seeing here for you is that there is someone around you in the coming week who is going to be able to give you some really wise, sage advice that's going to help you to branch out in different ways. But what you've got to be careful of with that bee is that don't be too busy to really take in the information, to really listen, because this is a time of growth for you, a time of change with that rose blooming. So pay attention to those around you that you trust. Know that they're going to give you wise advice that's going to help you to branch out and grow further, and make sure that you're paying attention to it. Let's keep moving around the teacup. Now here we've got the dog, and here I've got a profile of a woman with she's either got long hair or she's wearing like, a head scarf, and she's looking at the dog and the dog's not looking at her. So once again, I see friendships here, and I feel that this is a week where you need to feel You need to feel more focused on the people around you, people that you consider friends, family that you're friends with, because not everybody's friends with their family. And so I feel like you really need to look at your friendships and give them some time, give them some energy, just like with little children this week. And then as we continue on around, I've got a bird in full flight flying directly over the car. So this is saying to me that, you know, whatever it is that you're doing this week, whatever the drive is, whatever it is that's motivating you, make sure you rise above the little details and look at the big picture of it. When you are driving yourself forward this week, whether it be physically in a car, make sure you're looking around you for starters, but also metaphorically, how you're taking charge and driving yourself in your life, it's time to look at the bigger picture and not just the details. And finally, we have the peacock. This looks like a peacock here with its tail wide open, its long neck, and this is pointing to the angel wings. And when I see the angel wings, I always see spirituality, our beliefs. I also see spirit connection and loved ones who've passed. And I feel that for you this week, keep an eye out for signs of spiritual messages. And it's one of the main spiritual messages I'm seeing here is it's time to strut your stuff. Stop hiding. Be like the peacock. Fan out that tail in all its glory and really let yourself be noticed. Let yourself be seen, but come from the heart. Come from your spiritual beliefs. This isn't about an ego thing, look at me. This is about look at me. Here I am, and here is what I have to offer in so many ways. I do hope you found this week's Spilling the Tea to be of help. And of course, don't forget, we have a whole range of YouTube videos throughout the week so that you don't ever have to be without us or ever have to be without a reading. Until next time, many blessings to you.
What's this now?